Welcome, my beautiful Patreons. Welcome to your weekly reading. Today, we're going to just see what's going to come for this week. You know, what's coming, predictions, guidance, maybe some advice. We're going to let the tarot flow. We're going to let the oracle cards just reveal what potentially would be the best, most beneficial thing for you to do. So let's go ahead and make our selections, my beautiful Patreons. So in front of you, you have 3 doors. Okay. I'm going to bring them closer to you. So you've got here door number 1. Kind of a very nice door. Then you've got door number 2. And then you've got door number 3. Alright, so take a moment to make your selections. I am going to include the timestamps in the descriptions below. Welcome, group number 1. Welcome. Alright, so you picked this beautiful door. Let's go ahead and see what's behind it, shall we? See, the camera comes into focus. There we go. So you pick that beautiful door. Let's go ahead and peek behind this door. Patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. All right. Interesting. Now, this is from the Ancestor Oracle deck. Let's see what the theme of the week is going to be for you. Find your voice. Okay. Express yourself. Open up. Sing out. Beautiful message. So the theme of the week for you, group number 1, is going to be number 1 to just be very patient. Things are going to work out in your favor at some point. So be patient, but also make sure to find that voice to be able to express yourself to the people that you need to express yourself with. Open up to the people that potentially you've been wanting to open up to. And sing out. I think sing out is just a way of releasing that tension, releasing any kind of negativity. When you sing, it's like, you just feel happier. You feel more vibrant. You feel more energetic. And so, it's like for the week, you're being asked to, in some ways, if you're going through any kind of situation where, you feel like you're being taken advantage of, or maybe it's a bit unfair, or potentially, you feel like you should be somewhere else doing something else. You don't want to do this thing, or you feel inadequate in some ways. You are being asked to, you are being told that it will pass, but you are being asked to be patient at this time. So interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some cards. We're going to throw some tarot and see what other messages we pick up on. All right, so let's see. What is coming for you? All right, my oh my. So you essentially have 4 cards here that represent what these 2 oracle cards are kind of telling you, but in a different way, which is pretty interesting. So for the person or the people that pick this group, there's this, I believe, opportunity coming your way. It could be something to do with your career, your finances. You've got the 7 of Pentacles here. 7 of Pentacles is the woman that is working very diligently at her craft, right? And so this is a woman who's very patient. The 7 of Pentacles is the most patient of all of pretty much the 10 Pentacles. And apart from the Hangman, the 7 of Pentacles also talks about just patience. But patience to acquire some kind of monetary reward, some kind of career advancement. This is a woman that has patiently worked very hard to obtain what she has in front of her, right? Her 7 Pentacles. And so, she does it with a loving heart, interestingly enough. And so what I'm seeing here is, with this card reversed, is that you're afraid to potentially lose something that you've worked hard to achieve. And so maybe you don't talk about it, you don't want to upset anyone, Maybe potentially something has been bothering you that you don't want to talk about because maybe you don't want for anyone to get upset, or you don't want to lose that job, or you don't want to lose that relationship, and so maybe you've kind of held back. And so this is the week where you start just voicing your opinions. You start expressing yourself, because that's what's going to take you towards what you want, towards that comfort, towards that towards that essentially comfort, and not only comfort, but towards fulfillment. That's the word I'm looking for. Fulfillment of something, because you do want to fulfill something. That's what I'm seeing here. You want to achieve something. Something is definitely you've been working towards that, and so it's been very. You've had to be patient. You've had to withhold judgment. You've had to withhold your voice. You can't express yourself the way you want to express yourself, and so what's ultimately happening here is that you've kind of tuned into this Two of Swords energy and this Five of Wands energy here, where it's like you feel a bit mentally blocked. It's like you're having trouble making decisions. It's like your mind is attacking itself in some ways. It's like your mind is divided. You can't really truly understand what is happening or why. And it's not that you can't understand. It's just that you don't see a way out of the situation. You can't see a way out of pretty much this being your existence, whatever that existence is. And so ultimately what it's turned into is this kind of Five of Wands chaotic energy, where you're trying to hold on to that thing that you hold very dear to you, but you're trying to avoid that volcanic eruption in the back, right? You don't want that. You're trying to avoid those bad energies from, you're trying to avoid people getting upset. You're trying to avoid people just, erupting. For some reason, there's a fear there. This could be, again, in your work. It could be in your home life, or just in general, just who you are. It could be just in all areas of your life where you're not expressing what you truly want. And unfortunately, emotions are kind of bottling up. You have a lot of unexpressed emotions, a lot of unexpressed things that they're bottling up, and soon they will erupt. You can only do that for so long. You can only push things down for so long until you erupt and things start getting out of hand quickly, right? And then what ends up happening is you erupt so loudly and so viciously that you end up losing what you've worked so hard to kind of achieve. And so, you're being asked to be diligent, to be patient, but to speak your voice, start speaking out, start opening up for this week so that you can obtain what it is that you want. Prince of Swords is just another confirmation of speaking up, talking about what you want, talking about the things that you hold most dear to you. And so start doing that immediately so that you can start seeing a quick resolve for you. All right, so we're going to throw some mini cards. We're going to see what the mini cards have to tell us for this week. Let's take a look and see what the mini cards tell us. We're going to try and get some direct messages. So we're going to start with the Moon Magic. These are just deep affirmations from Stacey DeMarco. The first one out is, life is conspiring for me. Beautiful. Life is conspiring for me. All right. So yeah, maybe some of you feel like time is running out. Things are not going to work out. Maybe it's been too difficult. Things aren't going to just shift and turn my way. That boat has sailed. And so, understand that life is working to give you what you want. That energy, that source is trying to make it happen for you. So just keep the course. Stay the course. All right, let's go ahead and reveal a message from the Secret Garden for this week. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Release. Okay, lighten your load. Release. All right, so that makes a lot of sense, right? Essentially, you're being told that it's time to let go of that baggage, that load that you've been carrying that is just not working out, right? It's just keeping you in some ways in this kind of chaotic holding pattern. It's time to start talking. It's time to start communicating what you want, what you desire. These things will bring you forth into this energy of just being content, being heard, And in some ways, that's going to shift the energies around you. You know, you have to use your voice in order to create your reality, in order to create what you want, right? You have to use your voice. So if there are, again, some areas where, you know, you feel disenfranchised, you feel maybe a bit downtrodden or taken advantage of, it's time to speak up, right? So that you can load and so that you can be heard, and you don't have to, you know, you don't be taken advantage of to the point that you are at this moment. All right, so we're going to throw a Forest Fae mini card, and we're going to see what the Forest Faes have to tell us. All right, so you've got the Green Maid. Interesting. So I'm going to read it to you. The Green Fae speaks to you. Let them guide you to safety. The Green Maid. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So that's an interesting card there, because the green maid is a spirit of the forest, and so it's almost like, you know, spirit is telling you, listen, I'm going to speak to you this week. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to show you where you're upset, because sometimes we don't even know what we're upset at, right? Sometimes it's just a feeling. It's like, I feel upset. I don't feel great, right? I feel something, but we can't articulate it. We can't really just understand, okay, it's that person. Okay, it's this situation. Okay, it's this, people aren't doing this, and so, you know, it makes me feel this way. So, you know, in some ways, you're going to be, for this week, shown the things that are maybe making you upset, maybe triggering you, and Spirit is going to demonstrate, okay, this is what it is. This is what's upsetting you. Let's do something about that. And so you're being asked to take action, you know, to take diligent action towards that. As soon as you notice it, as soon as Spirit shows you what's upsetting you, what's essentially, you know, what you have on your back that's just holding you down and keeping you in that place, right? Once you know what that is, then you're being asked to really speak up, say what you need to say, right? And don't be fearful of what might happen or who you might upset. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you spoke up, your voice was heard, and now your load will be lightened because of it. All right, so speak up. All right, so let's go ahead and throw one more Oracle card. And I want it to be an Archangel card. Haven't used these in a while, but they are powerful, from Diana Cooper. So we're going to go ahead and throw one card. And this is your Archangel for the week. What is your Archangel for the week? Archangel Gabriel, one of my favorite archangels. All right. Archangel Gabriel, look at this. This is the angel of communication too. All right, so shimmer with diamond light. Express your creativity, right? So expression for this week. I mean, every single card has just lined up. Express, express, express. Talk, talk, talk. This is not the week to be reserved, to stay silent about things. This is a week where you just talk. You express what you want. You tell people exactly what it is that you need. What's going to make you happy, you know? I think Spirit is going to start highlighting everything. Spirit is going to help you, right? And when I say Spirit, I mean your spirit guides. I mean just the totality of the source, right? That's conspiring to help you. This week is going to be a week where you kind of set up for the following week and the following weeks thereafter. This is the week where you break some kind of barrier, where you break that barrier of, I'm going to stay silent and I'm not going to say anything because of fear, maybe of upsetting people, fear of just being heard. There's definitely something there. So this is the week where you kind of move past that, right? Spirit is going to help you. Spirit is going to hold your hand and kind of guide you towards the energies that are keeping you down. But it's up to you to use your voice to speak out against it, say how you feel to who you need to say it to, and express yourself, right? All right, so this is what I see for you, group number 1. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a supporter. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. All right, so this is the door you picked. I like this one. This one is, my goodness, filled with so much energy, right? See if this comes into focus. There we go. I love this door. So let's see what's behind this door. Yes! Haha! Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Wow. All right. That is a beautiful, beautiful start to the week. That is a beautiful door. Let's see. So this is from the Ancestors Oracle. Let's see what the theme of this week is going to be. Teach and share, instill, instruct, educate. All right, and you've got an elder just passing on his knowledge to the next generation of people. So this is interesting. I like the image here. So when I look at these two cards, I really get the feeling that this is the week when you learn something. You really obtain something. You grow potentially as a person. This is the week where you achieve something. And we're going to go ahead and throw some tarot and see exactly what that is. But you are being asked to, in some ways, once you've reached this place of knowing or knowledge, to pass that information on, to actually teach and share your good news. So that's interesting. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot reveals about this week. What is coming for you? Group number 2. We're going to use the Star Tarot as always. You guys know I love this deck. So we're going to go ahead and use it. What is coming? All right. All right. Interesting. You've got Ace of Wands reversed, Prince of Wands reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, and the World reversed. All right. So, there's definitely barriers that are being broken this week. There was something that was holding you back. This could be inspiration. Like if you are someone that's potentially looking for work, or if you're in some kind of pursuit career-wise, something has been holding you back. And this is the week where you kind of break through that. You get away from that energy. Ace of Wands reversed, Prince of Wands reversed. These are barriers. This is your energy levels down. This is something that unfortunately is not inspiring you. And so also for those of you who are entrepreneurs or people who want to create, want to expand, want to lead, want to be content creators, or just influencers. Maybe there was some kind of blockage where you just didn't know what to do next. This is the week where new idea generations come into fold. They come to you. It's like you are going to be inspired to create and do something new. Sorry about that. You are going to want to create and do something new. And so, it's like this is the week where things just take on, where there's new life, Now, it's interesting that we've got the Teach and Share, Instill, Instruct, Educate Oracle card here. So it's almost like if, you are being told to use whatever newfound knowledge, whatever newfound information that you acquire this week to teach and inspire people, right? So it doesn't have to be like, friends and family. It could actually be other people. So whatever new idea comes to you, whatever new opportunity comes to you, make sure that you're talking about it to as many people as you possibly can. We do have 2 very young people showing up here, Knight of Wands, Prince of Wands. So there's definitely an energy here for this week of young people wanting to hear what you have to say. Not only do we have these 2 young people here with these this Knight and this Prince, but we also have, a symbolism of children here listening to you now with this newfound knowledge and understanding, right? So interesting. Now also, this isn't the end. This is only the beginning of something. So you've got the World here. The fact that it's reversed tells me that you're on a journey. You're on an exploratory journey. And this exploratory journey could lead you to some kind of new adventure. And that can be anything. I mean, it can literally be in love and career, your finances. But I feel very strongly that this is you being inspired to create something. So there's definitely something new that's going to come to you for this week that is going to inspire you. Spirit is telling you to say yes to it. I think that for some reason there might be a hesitation to fully embrace it. In some ways, I do see that here. I do feel like potentially you're not going to see this as something big. You're going to probably question a lot of things, and I feel that that's just that kind of Ace of Wands energy reverse that's been maybe potentially plaguing you for a while, where you've been uninspired, unmotivated, unyielding, unwanting, right? So it's like there's going to be a tendency to carry that energy that you've been kind of unfortunately been under for a while into this week. Excuse me. And so this week is the beginning. It's the spark of something new. It's the spark of a journey towards maybe discovery. And so it's very important for you to pay attention for what you learn. Have a journal with you. Write down the things that maybe really spark something in you. You know, whenever you feel that feeling of inspiration, that feeling of creation, right? Write it down. Really sit with it. If you want to do a reading about it, go ahead and do a reading about it. If you want to watch one of the pick-a-cards that I've got on the channel and you know, a little to gain more information about it, maybe potentially do that, right? So there's definitely going to be something new that's going to be presented to you this week. Something is going to be highlighted to you, and it is going to in many ways serve you for the future. And you know, the fact that we've got this teach and share, it could very well be talking about a program that you start, or some new creation where you're potentially educating young people, right? Or you're trying to motivate young people to do something, to take up some kind of new venture or creative project, right? So potentially what I see here is that you find a way to connect with people, you find a way to motivate people, and that can potentially lead you towards some kind of entrepreneurship venture, right? And some kind of new business venture, which can actually be very good for you. You know, for those of you that have children, obviously this is a pick a card, so take what resonates, leave the rest. For those of you that have children, this could be talking about them. Okay, it could be talking about potentially, you know, being with them, you know, talking to them, educating them about what you've learned, what you know to be true, even if it's maybe a very tough subject. But pay very close attention to your children this week. I feel that for some of you that actually do have children, this is the week where you impart some kind of knowledge on them that really, really, really resonates with them. And it's going to kind of mold them for the future. You know, your children are like sponges, right? They're constantly learning, they're constantly manifesting. And so it's important for you to instill as much wisdom, as much knowledge into them as possible. So whatever you know, whatever you learn for this week that's critical, make sure that you pass it on to those children if you do have children. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Oracle cards have to tell us for the week. We're going to start with the Whispering Woods. Let's see what the Whispering Woods wants to whisper to us for this week of June 21st to June 27th. Let go. Enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. Let go. All right, so beautiful, right? So it's important for you to, in many ways, not take things too seriously this week. To have an energy of just going with the flow, right? Flowing, just letting things come to you, letting things present themselves to you, seeing and acting in a manner where it's like, you know, you're just welcoming to whatever energies come your way, right? You know, sometimes it requires for you to let go of that anxiety, let go of that fear. And so that's the only way that you can be open to receiving whatever new beautiful energy is coming into you this week. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the Moon Magic cards reveal to us for this week. These are normally like affirmations, so let's see. All right, so we've got, this is the artwork associated with your Moon Magic, and the message for the week is, I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Oh, yes, Moon Goddess Hina. You know, again, this is another confirmation, right? Of guiding people, of leading people, of doing it now with love and care, and you know, not being so restricted. Right now, the letting go maybe makes sense. For those of you that have children, for those of you that already have a community of people, right? For those of you that already have a following, it's important for you to do it with love. You know, guide them through whatever you're working on, whatever projects you have, whatever motivational projects. Make sure that you're doing it from a place of love and care, and just let go, right? Be free. Don't be so restricted. Don't be so dogmatic. Just let yourself loose. right? And really teach from a place of true dynamism and fire in your heart. But again, you've got another card of guiding, leading, so there's definitely something that you're going to learn this week. There's going to be some inspirational energy here that's going to, in some ways, assist others. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We're going to go ahead and get a message from the Secret Garden. Let's see what the Secret Garden has to share with us for the week. Breathe. All right, slow down and contemplate the tea. Violet and ivy tangled around the eaves. Interesting, right? So this is a card of, going outside, sitting down in nature with a nice cup of tea and just enjoying the energies around you, seeing how everything unfolds, seeing the leaves fall, hearing all the different sounds, going through a bit of a journey. It's like, how beautiful is nature? How is it that it's sustained? Enjoy every crevice, every little thing, I think that this is going to be the moment where you're going to get that download from spirit, right? That download is going to come. You're going to receive that information that you've been that is going to motivate you to want to maybe teach or share or expand your community and your circle. So breathe, slow down, contemplate the tea, and you're going to receive doing that. All right, so let's see what we get from the Forest Fae. Let's see what the Forest Fae want to communicate to us. The Northwood Fae. All right, take time for hibernation and healing. Interesting. So, that one's right underneath the breathe, right? So take time for hibernation and healing. All right, I feel that maybe this new project, this new thing is going to come when you are most calm, when you are relaxed, when you let go, when you release any kind of negativity. Only then will you be able to maybe let go of this blockage. For those of you that like to write, that like to create and have a bit of writer's block, this is the week where you get rid of it. But you must be in a state of relaxation, a state of tranquility, a state of letting go of fear, a state of just admiration for the energy around you, for the beauty of nature. That's the energies that are going to take you and are going to get you out of it. All right, so we're going to throw just one more oracle card. It's going to be from the Archangels. I haven't used these cards in a while. But the Archangels are going to give you a message. So let's see what Archangel is going to be accompanying you for this week and what message this Archangel has for you. Oh, wow. You've got Archangel Cherubim. All right. Look at this. All right. Cherubim. So the message here is, look to the stars. Accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. All right. Yes. I like that energy from this Archangel. Essentially what you are being told here, group number 2, is that you are going to receive information from the source. You're going to receive information from a higher place. Okay, so you're kind of being asked to prepare your mind, prepare yourself energetically to receive this inspiration. Go to a place of complete relaxation, let go, release any kind of negative energy, and allow yourself to just look up at the stars, look at nature, and receive, get that download, because it's going to assist you in your projects, in your work life, in your personal life. So it's time. All right. So that's what I see here. Group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. So in front of you, you have the door of your choosing. This is the door you picked. Beautiful door, by the way. I would 100% want to know what's behind this door. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what is the message. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other oracle card. This is from the Ancestors Oracle deck. Let's see what the theme of your week is. Earth magic. Nature, rituals, charms. Wow. Interesting. All right. For all of the practicing witches out there, this is a very interesting time. Very interesting week. So It's interesting that, just looking at these two cards, trust the universe, intuition has wandered and led you astray. So I feel like maybe some of you have potentially made some mistakes. Potentially, maybe you felt intuitively something. You felt it with all your heart. You were very convinced that this was it, that this was, this is the time, this is the place, only for it to be wrong, and potentially it could have been from just a place of wanting to create something, or wanting to, out of desperation, for it to be true, for it to be real, because there's a fear there, there's a desire, there's a want, and sometimes, we create illusions, and so it's important, number one, for this week, for you to trust the universe, and trust means allowing anything to come into your life, just allowing for the energies around you to just be, and for you to just react to those energies instead of just trying to actively always control the situation, or bring something into existence. I'm reminded of a person who was trying to manifest a truck. As easy as that sounds, he was trying to manifest a certain truck, a certain color, a certain year, a certain look. And so this person, he happened to walk by a dealership, and he saw the exact truck, and he wanted it so badly, and he said, oh my God, this is it, this is the opportunity. He ended up going in, financing it, and he was extremely happy. But that truck ended up being a complete disaster for him, a complete disaster. And ultimately, it ended up being a huge problem. And so, unfortunately for him, he had to come to the realization that he was acting from a place of almost desperation, right? The energies was not available. It's like the universe in some ways was telling him, you're not financially able to do this just yet, so you can't really do it. All right, so you have to wait, you have to be patient, and then when you are patient, when you wait, then that truck that you've been wanting will come to you. But he didn't. He kind of took it upon himself to take that action. So, it looks like there might be something similar, of that nature that has already happened. And it's almost like if this week, Spirit is trying to bring you back and to try and tell you, it's like, it didn't happen, but it's because it just wasn't the right time. All right. So this is a week where you kind of reset your mind frame, your mindset, and just understand that it's time to really just let go, stop expecting, and start creating in a very profound way. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to tell us. We're going to shuffle. I'm going to use the Star Tarot for this one. Ooh, okay, you've got, look at this. Look at this. All right. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, both upright for your weekly readings. I like that. All right, so what's the advice? Okay. All right. All right, so this is a pretty interesting reading, because I feel that, whatever you were trying to manifest that didn't work out, and you felt it intuitively to be true, is financial in nature, business in nature, like, entrepreneurship, maybe work. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is the card of the entrepreneur, the card of the person that's independent, business ventures, having reached a place of success. Now she just stands there, in her garden, and it's just beautiful, huge, acres worth. And as you can see, all of her beautiful pentacles are just kind of laying there, adorning that doorway. And so this is the card of the entrepreneur that's been successful. All right. That is what's coming for you for this week. All right. Now, it's the beginning of that. So you've got here the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is essentially the card that's telling you this is the beginning of prosperity financially for you, or career-wise. So you've been working on something. You've been wanting to manifest something. You've been wanting to create something. There's a desire, and you've made some bad decisions. I think maybe you've been led astray by some people. Maybe you've invested resources where you should not have invested those resources in. You were kind of led astray by maybe a frenzy. Maybe you heard someone give you some advice, and you really believe that this was inspired by spirit and the source, so you took action on that. But ultimately, it led you astray, and now you're in a position where, okay, what do I do now? I mean, this is definitely not where I want it to be. So what you are being told is that for next week, you are going to reach a place of newness, new beginnings in your financial careers. So this is the week where, in many ways you have to guard against any kind of negative advice or any advice from outside sources, period. This isn't the week where you give any attention to people. You don't give your resources away for this week. That's what I'm seeing here. And the two cards that I'm showing that in is the Nine of Wands. So this is the king that essentially stands guard at the gate, right? This can be the gate of like, for example, your bank account. It can be the gates of just your intuitive nature. It can be this is the king that stands guard against any kind of outside calamity that would come and ask the king for something, right? So this king has gained experience, has gained wisdom, understands what to say yes, no, what to say no to. So there's a sense of having been through some kind of negative experience that gave you some wisdom for you to be able to make decisions now. And so this king is you. It's a representation of you. You're standing at the gate. So this is the week where you gain clarity, where you know what to say yes, no, what to say no to, how to be patient, how to act. You've learned a lesson, right? And you've got your two spirit guides here by your side telling you, don't worry, we're with you. We're here. We've always been with you. We're going to guide you. We're going to assist you. We know that this is essentially where you need to be at this time. And so in many ways, you're being asked to trust the universe, trust spirit, trust the source, but be very weary of any kind of physical energy that would try and come in this week and try and maybe lead you astray somehow, or maybe demand something from you or want something from you. Just be very, very careful with that, right? Don't overgive for this week. This is the week where you kind of, work on your own. We have here the Nine of Pentacles, you yourself. We have here Earth Magic, you yourself, working on your projects, doing what you want to do. We have you here as the Nine of Wands, very, by yourself. So it's like this is a week where you yourself try and connect, right, with this higher powers. Try and really understand what's coming next. Where are you going to be, and what's going to be your reality moving forward. And I feel that it's financial in nature, it's career. This is the week. All right. Now the interesting thing here with this Earth Magic, for those of you that maybe practice, maybe you're practicing witches, or there's rituals that you do, there's cleansings that you do, there's just any kind of earth magic that you are used to doing, traditions that your family has passed down. This is the week where you invest some time in that, right? Rituals, charms, connecting with nature. This is the week where you do this. That green energy, that energy of earth that's so abundant, that's so prosperous in nature, will in some ways it'll just become one with you. And your financial endeavors, your financial future will be blessed because of it. It's like your mind will be almost centered, and you're going to be able to download that energy from the universe that says prosperity is coming. All right, so it's important for you to invest some time in this for this upcoming week. Six of Pentacles, make sure that you're very diligent with the time and energies that you give, right? So the Six of Pentacles is the card of a Native American giving away her greatest resource, and it's definitely a big sign of prosperity when you're giving away this, the symbolism of the buffalo for the Native Americans, and you're also giving away a beautiful ornament that cost a lot of resources and time to make. So this is the energy of someone giving away something valuable, right? Making sure that you avoid this for this week. This isn't the energy where you give away to other people your time and your energy. This is the week where you are just a little selfish, right? And you invest time in your projects and in you. And for some reason, I feel like there's going to be the desire from people to want to come to you, right? Knock on your door, send you that text message, give you that phone call. People are going to want you. They're going to want your energy and your resources for this week. This is a week where you say no, because you have to start on this path of centering yourself to the point where you can download this energy from the universe that's going to bless you in your career. All right, so definitely do that so that you can achieve blessings. All right, so let's go ahead and get a message from the Secret Garden. Let's see what the Secret Garden has to tell us. Little mini cards. Persevere. All right, you are being asked to persevere, group number 3. Leave no stone unturned. Persevere through this week. Make sure, that if you're doing your cleansings, if you're doing your earth magic rituals, make sure that you take it to the extreme. You do everything diligently. This is what's truly going to just prepare you for what's coming, right? So take it seriously. Leave no stone unturned. Moon magic. Let's take a look. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle this. The moon magics are usually like affirmations. So let's see what your affirmation for the week is going to be. This is the artwork associated with your affirmation. And the message: let go of the anxieties of others. Okay, yes, I'm glad that we got this, because I didn't talk about this. These two cards aren't just, about, you giving of your energy physically, but it's also energetically. So other people might want to come to you and ask for your advice, for your time, for your word, for your beautiful energy to just, a lot of people, they come to others to release their load on those people, right? And some of us, we're light workers. Some of us have the energy to do that. This is something that we're gifted at doing, right? People unload their negative energy on us. We take it and we expel it because we know how to do it. But it looks like for some of you, a lot that's been going on a lot, and there hasn't been a lot of self-care, self-healing, it's like you've gone away from your rituals, you've gone away from your own happiness and from your own prosperity and from your own, grounding techniques and your earth magic techniques and your charms and your rituals in order to give to other people, right? And so other people are going to come and they're going to deposit that negative energy. And sometimes, some of that energy stays. And I feel that it's gotten to the point where, it's actually affected you, and it's affected your intuition. You've been led astray, and I feel that it's time to be, and I feel that some of that energy has just stayed with you. You haven't really let it go, right? So it's time to really let it go, because it is affecting you in your career, your finances. That's the area where it's really affecting you the most. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the Forest Fae have to communicate to us. The Wild God, oh my, you've got the Wild God. Go to the woods, to moss, to mud, to magic. Whew, this is intense. All right, so this is a pretty direct message, all right? The Wild God is summoning you. Go to the woods, go to the moss, go to the mud, go to the magic, right? And we've already seen this. I mean, it's exactly what the reading is about: earth magic, nature, rituals, charms. So it's time for you to go through a big cleansing, right? It's time for you to go deep into nature, or a place that is where your energy is most freeing. It's where you are most connected. Earth magic looks very different for most people, but I feel that if you are watching this reading, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't have to give you examples or any of that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So there's an energy that's calling you back, all right, to your old roots, to this earth magic. The Wild God is calling you. Mother Earth is calling you. This is interesting. This is really interesting. So yeah, it's important for you to prioritize this and stop giving to people, because I feel that people are just, they've affected you. They've taken more than unfortunately they should have from you, and it's hurting you. It's affecting you. So it's time to go through that cleansing. So let's go ahead and see what the Whispering Woods have to tell us? Let's see what the woods want to tell you. Group number 3. Growth. Okay, growth. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. Boof. So I feel that this is more than just you know, not being afraid. Obviously, you know, whenever you start a new project, there's that fear of, is it going to work out? Is this going to be something good? You know, am I investing my time wisely in this? So there's always some of that. But here, it's almost the promise of you will be a tall oak, right? You're going to be a strong tree. And you're going to be almost, you know, you're going to live a long life. And you're going to just be able to manifest a lot of greatness. But in order to do that, you have to connect to this earth magic. That's why you're being called into these this kind of ritualistic process for the week. All right, and there's a promise here of growth and prosperity, which is why we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the beginning of that. So it's almost like a shifting of energies where you were intuitively making bad decisions, bad choices, and things were not working out for you when it came to finances, when it came to prosperity, maybe even health. Now, once you do these rituals, once you get these things underway, now you're going to start seeing a more balancing in that area, right? Things are going to start coming to you much easier. You will be more prosperous. All right, so let's go ahead and throw one more card. This is from the Archangels. Let's see what the Archangels have to tell you. Have to reveal to you. That is hilarious. You've got Lady Gaia. My goodness. Yeah, Mother Earth is calling to you, okay? Lady Gaia, your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on Earth. You have got Lady Gaia. My. Yeah, Mother Earth is calling to you, group number 3, in the most profound way. I mean profound. Like screaming at you, like, come to us, you know? So, man, this was interesting. This was an interesting reading, okay? Everything just lined up beautifully. So, thank you so much for watching group number 3. Bye-bye.